Hello, in this video I'll show you how to remove and replace the front control arm bushings and the ball joint on Chevrolet Captiva. First I'll show you the control arm that I'm going to replace the bushings on. This is the ball joint that I'm going to be replacing, and on these two are the bushings on the control arm that I'm going to be replacing as well. First we'll start by removing the wheel. Next we're going to remove the nut for the drive axle and push the drive axle in. The size of the nut is size 36. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Next, I'm going to remove the bolt holding the ball joint to the wheel hub assembly. Next I'm going to remove the ball joint from the wheel hub assembly. I'm going to use this special tool to put pressure on the ball joint while I hit with the hammer. And now I'm going to remove the ball joint and then take out the CV joint from the wheel hub. Next I'm going to remove the bolts holding the control arm to the front subframe. This is one of the bolts, and there is another two bolts on the other bushing. They are right there. Now that all the bolts are removed, I'm going to use a pry bar to pry out the control arm from the subframe. And that's the control arm out. Now I'm going to change the bushings on the control arm. First I'm going to remove the ball joint and replace it. We see here that the ball joint is not held by bolts, it's held by studs, and I need to cut them off so that I can remove the ball joint. We can see we've almost cut them. Now I'm going to hammer them out, and the ball joint will fall off. That's the ball joint off. Now I need to hammer out those 3 studs. The easiest way to remove them is to put a big pipe underneath and just hit them until they come out. And that's 3 of them out. Now I'm going to put on the new ball joint. The new ball joint is going to be on bolt and a nut, so next time it's not going to be that difficult to replace the ball joint. Next I'm going to remove and replace the rear control arm bushing. This bushing is held by a nut. I need to remove that nut and then just slide out the bushing. That's the new bushing on. Now we're going to put the nut on, but don't tighten it. You tighten it at the end when the control arm is installed. Next I'm going to remove and replace the front control arm bushing. I'm going to be using a hydraulic press. I'm going to put a ring underneath that's a bigger diameter than that bushing, so that it goes in there. To push out the bushing, I'm going to be using a socket that's as big as the metal part of this bushing, and I'm just going to press it in. We can see that the bushing is going out of its place. Now I'm going to be putting in a longer socket and I'm going to push it out all the way. And that's the bushing out. Now I'm going to replace the bushing with a new one. That's the new bushing. Now I'm going to put the control arm on this metal plate and start pushing in the new bushing. When the bushing is almost in, I'm going to stop pushing it in and I'm going to put a ring underneath so that the bushing has enough space to go in all the way. and that's the bushing in all the way. So that means everything is installed. Now I can put the control arm back on the car. When I put the control arm on the car, the rear bushing can be tilted because the nut is not tightened, and this way it will be much easier to position the control arm. When the control arm is in, I'm going to put on the bolts. On the front side, the bushing needs to be hammered in, so I'm going to hammer it in a little bit until it goes in all the way, and then I'm going to put the bolt on. Next I'm going to tighten the two bolts holding the rear control arm bushing. Next I'm going to tighten the bolt on the front control arm bushing and the nut on the rear control arm bushing. In order to tighten it all the way, first I need to push up all the way the control arm so that when I tighten it in the position of the control arm as up as possible, then that means it's in a position like when the car is driving, when the car is sitting on the ground, and bushings are not gonna be pressurized all the time. Next I'm going to install the CV joint into the wheel hub and then put the ball joint in there. Next I'm going to put the nut on the ball joint and tighten it, the nut on the CV joint and tighten it, and then assemble everything else in the reverse order, and that's it. Hopefully the video was helpful. Thank you for watching.